Hi guys, welcome to Learn Protractor Automation. In this video, we will learn how to create an automation script in Protractor using Jasmine. Okay, so Jasmine, which is a BDD testing framework for JavaScript. So this is the official website. We will go to this website. So as you can see, Jasmine is a behavior-driven development testing framework based on JavaScript code. Okay, so it has described an it block. Okay, so we will use the principle of Jasmine while working on Protractor with JavaScript. Okay, so let me open Protractor official website as well, and I will show you to create a test how Jasmine principle are being used. So see how they are written. Like to write a test, we need describe and it block. Okay, so this is how we use the principle of Jasmine. There are other concepts also which we are going to use in Protractor. Okay, so like Protractor is built on top of WebDriver, and it is especially for automating Angular and AngularJS applications, right? So if you have already worked on Selenium, then it will be easy for you guys to learn Protractor as well. Okay, so as I said, like to create a Protractor means to create a script in Protractor, we will need a spec file and configuration file. Spec file contains describe and it block. Okay, so describe is means it will be a test suite, and it block contains tests. So in one describe block we can have multiple it block because there will be test written inside the it block. Okay, so describe you can assume as a test suite, and it block is termed as a test. Okay, so to run the spec file or to run the script, we'll need a configuration file. Okay, and this is the driver file with spec details. So which are the spec we want to execute, we need to give those details in configuration file. That's why it is called as a test runner file as well. So if you have worked in testng in Selenium, then we do have testng.xml file, right, which we use as a driver file. Similarly, in Protractor we do have configuration file as a test runner. So this is the dummy application, means website, which we can use to get some basic knowledge, and we can create our first automation script. Let me copy it and go to this website. Okay, so this dummy application, so there is nothing much on that, but we'll get idea how to create the automation script using Protractor. So let me do one thing. I will create a empty folder in my C drive. Let me name it as a Protractor automation. And I will use this folder in Visual Studio Code. Open folder. Okay, so create two files which are required. One will be spec.js and another will be configuration.js. Both are JavaScript files, so these two files will be required to start working on Protractor. Okay, so now what we will do, we will go to terminal and we will install Protractor and Jasmine locally for this project. In my previous video where I introduced about Protractor and did software installation, I told like you can install globally Protractor, so that is one way, and we can install locally as well. Although this is not the standard framework approach, but to learn basics we need to start from here. In my upcoming videos we will create package.json file, like when we work with the Selenium, or when we create automation framework there we use pom.xml, right, and we add dependency. Okay, so likewise in Protractor also we can create a centralized repository like package.json file, and we can add what are the required dependency there. Okay, so that is a right approach as per the standard. But to learn the basic we will start like this. Okay, so do one thing, write command npm install Protractor. Okay, so only the difference is what I did in previous video, I used npm install -g Protractor, G for globally. Here if I am going to install locally only for this project. Okay, enter. So it will install what are the required libraries from the Protractor. Once installation is complete, node underscore module will be associated with this project. This takes few minutes. Through some error. Okay, no worry, let me do again. Let me open, let me restart it. Sometime while installing this kind of issue occurs. Okay, npm install Protractor. Okay, so now it has successfully installed. See the message, 3 packages are looking for funding, and added 6 packages from 3 contribution and audited 212 packages in time. So this kind of messages will come after successfully installation. Okay, so similarly npm install Jasmine. Okay, so Jasmine is getting installed locally into this project. So see the message, added 2 packages. Okay, so now we are ready to start. First we will write describe as mentioned in the document. Okay, so we should have describe and it block in spec file. So that's what we are doing. So this is test suite for Angular automation. Okay, and second parameter will be let me show you. So in describe, first parameter will be test suite name and second parameter will be anonymous function. So function without name is called as an anonymous function in JavaScript. Okay, so we will just write function, and this is how we need to give. Then inside describe we need to give it block. And what are the two parameters? One will be the test name and the second one will be again anonymous function. Suppose this is test 1 or just launch, let me test case 1, something like that. Okay, and second parameter will be anonymous function. So these two block will be required for Jasmine. So this is coming from Jasmine only. And then what we will do, browser. So in Protractor there are means some global variable like browser and element. Okay, globally it is available. So browser dot get, and then we'll pass the URL, means website URL, which we are going to automate. Okay, so browser.get is used to launch URL. So this is similar to Selenium WebDriver, where we use driver.get and we'll pass the URL. Similarly here browser.get is used to launch the URL. So what I will do one more thing, driver dot browser dot, see the intelligence is also coming. Okay, so browser dot driver dot window dot manage, right, manage dot window dot maximize. So it is used to maximize your browser. Okay, so like this portion, driver manage and window dot maximize, this is similar to, this is almost same to Selenium WebDriver. Okay, so only the extra portion will be browser dot. Okay, so again semicolon will be optional, but it's a good practice. Okay, so let me run it. So in the document, to run any test we need to use this command Protractor, and we need to give the configuration file name. So spec file name and configuration file name we can give any name. Okay, so not mandatory that we need to give the same name, but whatever name given you have to write the same name while running it. So try to run it now. Protractor configuration, what is the name? Sorry, C is caps, configuration .js. Okay, so these are the basic thing, like even this thing can also be automated. In my upcoming videos I will show you, no need to go and write this command to run it. Okay, something happened. oh sorry, actually configuration file is empty. How it will read? So what we need to do, so likewise we need to debug, like if we are getting some error, we need to understand how the error is coming and we should be able to fix it. So that is what the approach while doing any automation. Okay, so for configuration, this is mandatory code. Okay, where we have to give the spec name, so spec.js. okay, so here it is written Selenium address. Okay, so we need to start the Selenium server. This is also not required, but means just to learn basic things we are doing this as of now. There are other approach also where we are not required again and again server to open. Okay, so WebDriver manager start, so it will start your Selenium server. Message should come like Selenium server is up and running on some port. Okay, so we got the message like Selenium server is up and running on port 4444. Okay, so now try to run it. So it has started running. My internet speed is not that much great, so it may take some more time as expected. Okay, so it opened the Chrome browser. So by default Protractor works on Chrome browser. We can work on other browser as well, but if we have not specified, then default browser it will take as a Chrome. So it took the URL and see, we were not able to see because it was very fast, but it executed. Okay, you can see one spec pass, 0 fail. Okay, so this is how we can launch URL and maximize the window. Okay, so we will do one more thing. So we will enter username, password, and we will try to log in. So for that you have to use Locators. Okay, so like other automation tool and framework, Locators are used. Let me show you from official website only. For Locator, I have mentioned the official website in document. Yeah, this one. Okay, so locators are used to identify the element from web page, from the DOM element. Okay, so these are the basic locator which we can use in Protractor, like CSS, ID, name, model, and binding. So model and binding are new for this Protractor, because these are only for AngularJS application. Rest other like ID, name, and CSS, these are used in Selenium WebDriver as well. There are other locators as well. So in for CSN and XPath, I have created a separate video. Okay, so in detail, but here means we can use just to go ahead. Okay, so let me spy it and try to get the locator. So I am using id locator for this field, username. Okay, so for that we need to use element by dot id. By dot intelligence should come element by dot id. Okay, let it be. Dot send keys. So similarly to Selenium, to enter something we need to use send keys. So what is the username for this application? They have given Angular. Then element by dot. Now intelligence is coming properly. Okay, maybe some problem was there. Okay, so for password I am using by dot name. By dot name. Okay, we can use model as well, like for model okay, so in locator it was showing model as well, right? Basic locator in Protractor. So for model this is the parameter like ng model and the value. So this is the model locator, but I have used name for password. You can use model as well. Then next field is username. Okay, enter the password. So what is the password for this application? So this is the password. Element by dot, then mandatory username. I'm using name by dot name. In real-time project mostly we use CSS and XPath only. Okay, so dot send keys, give the username. Username is Angular. Okay, and then after giving username and password we need to hit login button, right? So for login button what we will do, let me create, okay, so text is there. Let me create a CSS. So it's button then let me use this class. So class equal okay, so this is the CSS. Element by dot CSS dot click. So similar to WebDriver, for clicking any button we need to use click method. Okay, so what we did, we launch URL and then we maximize the browser, and then we enter username, password, and again give the username mandatory and hit the login button. So this operation which we have performed. Now try to execute it. So it should run. Okay. So it opened the browser. Speed will be quite fast, so just see. So it launched and then give all the mandatory fields, hit login button and executed. Okay, so it is means Protractor is very fast as compared to Selenium. So it got executed and see the output, one spec is passed. So like in what I was telling in starting, in one describe block we can have multiple it block. Like one it block is there where we have given test case 1, right? So we can do test case 2 function so this is the anonymous function without name, and do some operations, some steps. Okay, some steps related to that test case, so we can perform like that. I am not writing anything as of now. I will just write it to means I will just execute it to show you how to test cases or to it block got executed. Okay, so again I am showing it launched the application, give username, password and mandatory username and hit the login button. See the output, 2 specs passed. Okay, we did not perform anything, but there was nothing failure, so that's why it is saying 2 specs passed, 0 failure. And see the timing, like how much fast it is. Within 7 seconds it performed all the operations. Okay, so this is how cool Protractor is for Angular application automation. Okay, so that's it for this video. So in next video we will continue on this and we will see some interesting topic related to JavaScript asynchronous and how it is useful for Protractor automation. Okay, thanks for watching. Thank you.